Hello guys, welcome back to Ronjoax YouTube channel. Yeah, and this is networking series whereby we are continuing from where we left the other tutorial. And I remember that tutorial I just showed you how you can set up a very simple network whereby we were able to connect a router, that is a switch, to a PC, and we were able to see that it's very easy. So today I just want us to pick from there to continue with our networking tutorial series. So as you can see, I have my packet tracer. Yeah, and in the other tutorial also I showed you how you can, or rather how you can start with packet tracer. So what you need is just to install, and then starting the packet tracer is very easy. So this is the interface for the packet tracer, how it looks. I explained what is this. So this is the working area, and we have these devices here. So basically, packet tracer is just a simulation tool which you normally use to set up very simple, rather can set a simple network, a complex one, no problem. It depends with whether you are capable of doing that. So today I just want us, so these ones you can see here are the networking devices, starting with the end devices. So we have the network devices, we have end devices. The moment you click the end devices, they are displayed on your right here. So these are the end devices. So today I just want us to, I want to show you how you can simply connect, create a simple network consisting of a router, switch, and even the PCs. And then I also show you how you can set up password for those devices. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. So yes, so starting with the router, the moment you click on that network or around the network devices icon, we have different network devices on our left side there. So you click on the one which you want, just click and then drag it. We drag that device to the working area. So starting with the router, you can pick any version. So these are different versions for a router. You pick 29.01. Just please it. So you click and then drag to this working area. Then let me just, so we also have another device we need at this point is the switch. So just click on the switch, and then different switches are highlighted there. So we have 2960. Let's go for 2960. Then we also have, so we need two switches that you may come up with something nice. So those are the switches. Then we have an icon there for connections. And I explained most of the connection, rather the commonly used connections in this packet tracer is this copper straight through and copper crossover. So because you want to connect two different devices, we'll go for copper straight through. So pick copper straight through, then click on the switch. As you can see, this is a 24 series switch. So it has 24 interfaces which we can connect to our router. So just pick any one of those and then click on the router. So as you can see, router has only two interfaces which you can use in this case. So gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So let's use 0. Do the same, pick the copper straight through, click on the router, choose the remaining interface for the port, then click on the switch, then you use any interface here. First Ethernet 04. Let me go for that. Okay. Also you can have like two PCs on each side. So here I click on the end devices and then click on the PC. Use it anywhere. You have the PC there. the PC right there. Yeah, like that. This is very easy. Technical part is now when it comes to configuring passwords, assigning IP addresses to these routers, to these machines. Okay, so for us to connect this PC to our switch, also use the copper straight through, because it's the one which is used. Copper straight through is used to connect devices which are not the same. So choose an interface 07 010 to PC, same side. Good. So we have configured, rather we have connected a very simple network consisting of 2 switches and 1 router and 4 PCs. So the next thing, I just want to explain something here before we continue. As you can see, the moment we connect a PC to a switch, as you can see, the color of these interfaces, or rather these icons, is changing from that is red to gray. You can see it's changing. This different from this, different from the one which, or rather whereby we have connected switch to a router. It's different. So what that means, you don't need to perform any configuration in a switch. You can just have a switch, connect different PCs, and you are good to send some packets, or rather you are good to communicate. And we can prove that. So like if we try and assign this PC an IP address, so just this PC, so the PC 0 an IP address. You can see right now it doesn't have an IP address. Though the interface is up, it doesn't have the IP address. So you can assign that PC an IP address, and I'm very sure you know that for any device, for any networking device to be able to communicate, it must have an IP address. So that is what we are going to do to prove that this PC1 and PC0 are able to communicate. But when it comes to the other side, this PC0 is not able to communicate with PC2. This PC0 is not able to communicate with PC2. Yeah, and that is something I'll be explaining in the coming tutorials. So make sure you subscribe. And there is a reason as to why, yeah, they are not able to communicate. Okay. So first of all, let's assign these 2 PCs an IP address. So click on each of the PC, one of the PCs there, and then navigate. So we have config, we have desktop there. Then we have this part. Click on IP configuration. So assign your machine or your PC an IP address right there. It's static one because you don't have a DHCP server which could be able, or rather which could help us in assigning the IP addresses to these machines. So we just have a random IP address, then assign it to your PC. So 192.168.40.3. So then click on the subnet mask to just autocomplete. You don't have to set all these ones. DNS server we don't have. That is another subject. But I'll come up with another tutorial trying to explain that. So we have assigned an IP address to our PC0 statically. Okay. So what you can see here, these devices, for them to be able to communicate, they must belong to the same network. And this part here, so for, an IP address is made up of two parts. We have the network range and the host range. So this, the one which I have related there is the network range. That part doesn't change. It depends with the, and also it depends with the subnet mask which you are using. Okay, depends with the subnet mask which you are using. And this other part here is the host range. That is the host range. Okay, so this part can change depending on the machine or rather the head devices which you have. So then after you set all that, you click on, you close that, and go to the PC1, click do the same, desktop, IP config, make sure those devices are on the same network, 192.168.0.4. So as you can see, this part is not changing, and I'll also be explaining the reason as to why it's not changing. Then click on the subnet mask, the autocomplete, then close. So for us to prove that these two devices are able to communicate even without doing any configuration, as you can see, the moment you just place the cursor on either of the PCs, as you can see, now we have an IP address. We have an IP address for those two PCs. So they are able to communicate, and we can prove that. So click on the PC and then choose command prompt. So as I started by saying that we are just simulating what could happen in real time. So this is what could happen if you are doing this thing in real life environment. So you open your command prompt and then try to ping. So you have to check the IP address. So I want to ping PC1 from PC0. So the IP address for PC1 is 0.4. Okay, so I'll ping from PC0. So open command prompt, then ping 192.168.0.4, and then enter. So as you can see here, we are getting some replies. So we are able to reach to that other machines. And as you can see, a packet sent R4 received 0. That is received 4, lost 0. So our packets are going through. Okay. We can also assign to prove that we are not able to communicate with any device on this other side. We can also try and assigning IP addresses on these other PCs. So that is a different network. I'll also explain how are they on a different network. So 168 dot, we can have 1.3, 1.3, 1.3 close. So we'll have 192.168.1.4, and subnet mask will close. Okay, so we can try and ping. We can ping either PC2 from PC0 and check whether we will be able to send, whether our packets are going to be able to go through this router. So as you can see, that PC also has an IP address. So let's do the same. So the IP address for this machine is 1.3. So ping 1.3. So command prompt 192.168.3. So it's ping, sorry, that will ping. Okay, you can see request timed out. Request timed out. So it will just give us that error, that is request timed out 4 times, and then that shows us that that is a proof that our packets are not able to go through that. So, and this brings us to now something we call routing. So for the packets to come from this side, that is, for you to be able to send a packet from this side to the other side, you must do something called routing. That is in an advanced stage, and I'll be doing that in the coming tutorials. So make sure please you subscribe for those other tutorials. Okay. Yeah, that for today that is enough, and please subscribe, because in the next tutorial I'll be showing you how you can set password for all these devices, starting with the switch, router, and all that. So in the next tutorial I'll be showing you how to configure passwords for all these devices. Okay, so thanks for your audience. Please make sure you subscribe to Romjo Arts.